You can see the LangServe documentation. So LangServe helps developer deploy LangChain runnables and chains as a REST API. That means with the help of that, you can create a API or you can create an application, and this application you can deploy. Okay, you can easily deploy, okay, as a REST API. I think you know what is REST API. That means you will be getting one API interface. With the help of that, you can send the request. Okay. Not only that, you will be also getting some web interface, because they have integrated web interface as also. Let's say you will be getting the input box and all. That is also possible here. So you can see this, the entire documentation, like how we can use this and all. So in which port and which route you have to go, everything they have given. Okay. But again, I told you LangChain documentation is a little bit hard to understand. So what I will do, I will first of all show you like how we can use this particular, let's say, LangServe in our project. Then you can go through the documentation. Each and everything would be clear, because you can see they have given so many examples. Okay. And I know that initially it would be a little bit hard for you to understand, okay, what they are writing and all. But first of all, let me show you my implementation. Okay. Then you can go through the entire documentation. And I will recommend, guys, please try to go through the documentation. Unless and until you are not going through the documentation, so you won't be able to get the in-depth idea. Okay. I'll show the demo how we can use this LangServe. But if you want to learn more about the LangServe, you can go to the documentation. Okay, that should be my suggestion, all of you. So now let me show you the demo, how we can actually use this LangServe in our implementation, and how we can create the REST API. Okay, so I'll show you. And one more thing I want to tell you. See, this LangServe they have created in the backend. They're using FastAPI only. Okay, they're using FastAPI only. So it is the high level of the FastAPI. Okay, if you go through the FastAPI documentation, you'll see that to use the FastAPI, you have to write so many code, right? So many configuration you have to do. But if you're using LangServe, you don't need to do it. Based on the FastAPI, actually, they created this LangServe. Okay, LangServe, this tool. Now, let me show you how we can use this one. So for this, I'm going to open up my VS Code. So here I'm going to see if you're using actually LangServe, instead of running from your Jupyter notebook, you can create a Python file. That would be better, because see, Jupyter notebook we won't be using whenever we are developing the application. Okay, so whenever we are experimenting the things, that time we'll be using. But whenever we are creating any application, that time we'll be using the Python file. So let's me create a Python file here. So I'll name it as 10. I can name it as, let's say, LangServe. Okay, LangServe underscore demo.py. So the first thing, you have to install the LangServe. Okay, in the requirements, you have to mention the LangServe. So let me mention it. So here is the LangServe package, because LangChain actually created this framework separately. So you have to install it separately. Okay, so you can see I'm installing this LangServe 0.2.2. Okay, you can also use any other version, but I'm using this version because this is the stable version I'm using. Now I have to set up it. So to set up it, guys, what you have to do, just open up your terminal in your directory. So let's say this is my directory. I'll open up my terminal, and I think you remember we created a virtual environment. So inside this readme, I shared the command. So this is my environment I created. You can activate, and simply you can run this requirement.txt command. Okay, so it will install this LangServe in your actually environment. So for me, I already installed, so that's why I'm not going to install it again. Okay, now here simply I'm going to create a simple app. Okay, simple actually translator app. So let me just write here. I'm going to implement what? Simple translator app. Okay, translator app. Okay, so what this app will do, it will take actually two input. One is the, let's say, language you want to translate. Okay, other one is the text you want to translate. Okay, so these two input this application will be taking. So let me just come here. So for this, I think you know how to actually initialize the large language model and all, because I already taught you in my previous session. So first of all, let me import all of the necessary package I need. So I think you are already familiar with these are the package, guys. Okay, so chat prompt template, str output parser, chat OpenAI. Okay, then python.env, because I have to load my OpenAI API key. So let me select my environment. So this is my environment, LLM app. Okay, this one. Apart from that, I also need something called operating system. Then I'm going to load my OpenAI API key. So let me load. So this will load your OpenAI API key. Okay. Then I'm going to initialize the OpenAI model. You can also use Grok API. If you don't have the OpenAI account, that time you can use Grok API. So this is my LLM wrapper. Then I'm going to also create the output parser. And I think you know what is output parser. Okay. We can reformat the output. Then I'm going to create a prompt. So first of all, I'm going to create a system prompt template. So this is the system prompt template. And here I'm giving the system prompt, translate the following into this specific language. The language actually user will give. Let's say user want to translate in the Hindi, Bengali, Spanish. Okay, that time user will give the input and it will come here. It will create the complete prompt. Okay. Now I have to create the prompt template. I think you know how to create the prompt template. So this is the syntax. So chat prompt template from message. Inside that, give the system prompt, and whatever user input will provide, okay, will pass in the text variable. This is the idea. Now we'll be creating the chain. So here we are using LangChain expression language to create the chain. You can see prompt template, then LLM, then output parser, sequence of execution. And to create the actually REST API with the help of LangServe, you have to import first of all FastAPI. Okay, you have to first of all import FastAPI. And you have to import another library from the LangServe called add routes. Okay, these two things you have to import, guys. Try to remember these two things you have to remember. And inside FastAPI object, you have to mention these are the syntax. See, so we have already imported FastAPI. Inside that, I'm passing the title. Title is simple translator. You can give anything. You can also give any kinds of version. I have given 1.0. And this is the description I have given. A simple API server using LangChain's runnable interfaces. Okay. Now we have imported another library called add routes. Okay. Inside that, we have to pass this object. See. So app routes, I'm passing my app. Then whatever chain actually I have created and the path. Okay. Path should be the chain. /chain. Why /chain? I'll tell you. Whenever I'll execute the application, you'll see that I have to go to the /chain. Okay. /chain actually route. And this route actually it will execute. And I also need to initialize the application. For this, I need this package actually called UVCon. And with the help of UVCon, we'll be starting the application. See, that's it. That's it. So UVCon run, give the app, give the localhost port number, anything you can give. I've given 8000 port number. This is, this is what you have to write. Okay. Now, see, if you go to the FastAPI documentation, you have to write so many code. But here, we haven't written so many code. We are only using LangServe. Okay, with the help of that, easily we are creating the REST API. Now, how to execute, guys? So for this, just open up your terminal. Okay, open up your terminal. Just a minute. And you have to execute this file. Okay, so you have to execute this demo file you have created. So let me execute Python 10 LangServe demo.py. Now see, if I execute, so it will see automatically it will install initialize LangServe. You can see LangServe would be there. Now this application is running on your localhost port number 8000. Now see, if I open this localhost port number 8000, you will see there is nothing. Okay, so for this you have to go to chain route. So chain, okay, chain/playground. This is the route, guys. Chain/playground. Okay, if you go to this route, you will see the application interface, and this is the REST API, guys, we have created. Now let me zoom. See, this is the interface, and by default, LangServe has created this interface. Okay, so you don't need to write HTML and CSS code for this. Now you can see we are having two input. One is the language, another is the text. The input actually you have written here. I think you remember. So I need two input. One is the text, another is the language. Okay, these two input automatically it is coming. Okay, now here you can test this application. Let's say I will give language. Let's say I want to translate in Hindi. Okay, and text, let's say I will give my name is Bappi. Okay, or anything you can give. Now simply you can start the translation. Now see, मेरा नाम Bappi है. Okay, Now again, you can give the prompt. Another prompt you can give, let's say here I can give, tell me about Python. See, so amazing response actually we are getting. See, okay, amazing response we are getting. Now if you want to, let's say, hit this particular REST API, so for this you can also execute this code. So here Python SDK code I'll copy, and I'm going to create another file called test.py. okay, inside that I'm going to paste it. See, this is the code. Okay, this is the code. Now here simply you have to give the message. Let's say you want to perform the invoke operation, so here you can write this thing. So inside this invoke you can give the input text. Let's say this is my input text. Language is Spanish and text is equal to generative AI is the bigger opportunity than internet. So this thing I want to send the request, so I can execute. First of all, I'll be taking another terminal here. Just a minute. So my previous terminal is running, and now I'm taking a new terminal here. So first of all, let me activate my environment. Okay, then I'll execute this test.py. So Python test.py. Okay, I'm not getting any output because okay, chain.invoke we are doing. So we have to first of all save inside a variable, and this variable we have to print. Now let me try. See the response we are getting. Now let's say this is your server. Okay, this is your development server. That means the demo server, POC server. You are running your application, and your manager, or let's say your client, are testing your application. Okay, how it is working. Either they can test with the help of web interface. Okay, either they can test with the help of web interface. Either they can use this particular code. Okay, the syntax I shared with you, Python SDK. Okay, with the help of API request also they can test your application. So this is called actually LangServe. Okay, so during development environment you'll be using this particular tool. Okay, just to test your application whether it's working fine or not. Now let's say everything is working fine, it is ready for the production. That time your front-end developer will come and they will create one beautiful interface and they will connect your application, and this application would be available in the production server like the ChatGPT. Okay, I hope it is clear. So this is the simple demo of the LangServe. Now simply you can go to the documentation. Okay, the entire LangServe documentation. Now you'll be able to understand, okay, whatever things I showed you.